Hi, I'm Rachael Van Horn, and we are here with Off the Press with Megan Johnston. She is Woodward's tourism director, and we are here to talk about, and let's see if I can say this right, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. This was a development and kind of a cultural concept that Megan came up with for Woodward, and I'm just really impressed by it and super excited to talk to you about it. So first of all, start out by telling us, what is Day of the Dead?
So Day of the Dead is basically a celebration for the Hispanic culture about celebrating life and their loved ones, and it's the day that they are able to cross over that spirit world. So it's a very spiritual event. It sounds really morbid, but it's not. It's a life and love and just a big family celebration.
Yeah, so it's really a celebration that
Mm-hmm.
lots of people can come to. So
Yeah.
who would come to this event? Who
So
is invited?
the way this event came to be, Amanda Parks with the Woodward News, she actually was saying, I would love for there to be more cultural experiences in our small town.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, absolutely. Like, this is something that's on the forefront of my mind. And so it was at our tourism open house, and we had a few members of the Hispanic community there. And so I was like, hold on, let me grab them real quick because they're here. And so it just kind of came out to be from there. The thing with Northwest Oklahoma is you're able to almost shelter yourself and your family. And while that may be a good thing, that's also something that prevents us from experiencing other ways of life.
Absolutely.
And so you can protect your children from the bad, but then you also don't have the opportunity for them to experience the good.
Absolutely.
And so there was definitely a desire for an event like this for the Hispanic community, because so many of our community members, they own businesses in our town. Their children go to school here. They're just ingrained in the fabric of Woodward.
Right.
And so we wanted to celebrate them and give them something to pay tribute to their culture in a more tangible way.
Right.
And so this event isn't just for them. It's for people like me, like yourself,
Right.
who want to experience other
Right.
cultures and have those traditions kind of seep into our lives a little bit. And
Absolutely. Great way
So,
to say it.
yeah.
I love the way you're saying it, because we can, if we get protective of ourselves, we
Mhm.
can we protect against the bad, but you can't selectively armor up, can you?
No, and
Yeah.
I love living in Northwest Oklahoma because I moved from Houston, where you really don't control what you're exposed to,
Right.
especially for I have 2 young children. And so I would always have to explain to them in a elementary way of what they're seeing and what they're feeling. And so this is neat because it's a City of Act event that
Right.
we are presenting this tradition to the community in a way that's going to pay tribute. It's going to be a very authentic celebration. And so we're really excited about
And
it.
very colorful. So
Yes.
that's a great segue. Since you brought up, the colors, and tell us what is going to happen at this event that
Yes,
people can
so
look forward to.
There's traditional components of a Dia de los Muertos event. The community altar is one of the main components. That's where you can put a picture of your loved one. They call them ofrendas, and it's basically, if grandma always had her reading glasses everywhere she went, you could put her reading glasses next to her photo. If grandpa really liked pizza, you can put a slice of pizza. It's whatever you want to offer them for them to enjoy that night they're here spiritually. So the community altar is the main focus, but traditional music. So we have a mariachi band from Dallas, Fort Worth, and they're traveling all the way here. I think they have 8 pieces in their band.
Wow.
And what I was told, and like I said, this isn't my culture or my traditions, but I'm really excited about it. But what I was told is you have to have a mariachi. Like, that is your authentic music. So we're having a mariachi, and they will be here from 5 to 8 that day. But we'll also have a DJ filling in for, setting the vibe and all that music.
That's great. So beforehand is...
Yeah,
as
so the
everybody's
DJ
here?
will be here at 3.
Great.
And so he'll play during the mariachi's breaks, and food. Food was the other main component. So we had those
Great.
3. And the St. Peter's Catholic Church is
Yes.
going to provide the food. So they'll have home-cooked, authentic food, cuisine that will be set up. We're hoping, weather pending, to have it set up on Texas Avenue. And so we'll also have a couple food trucks there as well in case we run out of
Great.
food. And
Great.
because I'm heard it's really, really delicious.
It is. Yes.
So you'll basically pay a donation and then you can get a plate of food and experience the food
I think
portion.
it's going to be so exciting. And I think the biggest thing, and you've already said it, one of my questions was, why would a person really be blessed by attending this? But I'm going to let you just go a little bit further into the blessing of being able to do this kind of thing.
Yeah, so I think as a community, we become more understanding of others if we experience their ways of life. And while this isn't something that I'm raising my children to celebrate, it's a holiday.
Right.
I'm not necessarily raising my children to celebrate Dia de los Muertos, but I want them to experience those other ways of life so that they are more understanding of other people. And they do have that factor in their brains that say, oh, they're not different, or they're not weird, or they're not unique. This is their culture. Just like we probably celebrate holidays that the Hispanic community doesn't understand on our part,
Right.
then they have more understanding of us. And I think that there's those two concepts of like a salad bowl theory and a melting pot theory.
Right.
And in Northwest Oklahoma, you're able to come in and just, you have to adapt to the Northwest Oklahoma way of
Yes,
life.
you do.
What you see is what you get.
Yep.
And we all kind of just melt into Woodward. We are Woodward. And I would love for us to be able to celebrate our individuality
Right.
and pay tribute to the individuals that we have living in our community.
It is a salad bowl.
It
Yes,
is.
I
I
like
want
the salad
that.
bowl better.
So
Yeah.
we're not necessarily wanting to make every event very culturally diverse. We want to just pay tribute to people and celebrate traditions that matter to our community.
And I think that the thing that's beautiful about this particular thing that got me so excited is that it is an intersecting of the cultures, because we all have people who we have lost, who we love to remember, but sometimes in our white Judeo-Christian beliefs, we often put those, in European background, we put that
Yes.
stuff, we stuff that stuff back rather than getting those people out and really and going ahead and remembering them in a celebration.
Yeah.
It's like we have our funeral and then we go home and then we kind of never can really talk about it comfortably. And this is a real open way of doing that. So,
Yeah.
well, I really appreciate you thinking about it. I guess Amanda's here with us today, and I'm so glad that she had that conversation and
Yeah, me too.
that you grabbed onto that nugget and then ran with it so well. So
Yeah, we love any suggestions. So
yeah.
if anybody ever has anything that they would like to see in Woodward, we want to make sure that everybody's represented and
Absolutely.
feels like this is home for them.
Yes. Well, you're doing a great job with that. Well, thank you for coming. We are off the press, and we'll see you at Dia de los Muertos.
Yes, Centennial Park on November 2nd from 3 to 8 p.m.